eFootball Mobile has become one of those games that drives most players crazy. Hours of grinding, frustrating losses, Konami scripted matches, and moments where everything feels completely out of your control. You start questioning your skill, your tactics, even your luck. But somehow there are players hitting 2,000 ratings in a week, while others can't even break past Division 2. There's more to it than just skill. In this video, I'll share 5 attacking tips that will instantly take your gameplay to the next level. So forget the frustration for a minute. Let's rebuild your attack from the ground up. First, let's talk about something most players overlook: your internet connection. You ever be in the middle of a match and suddenly everything just stops? The screen starts loading, players freeze, and for a few seconds you can't even move. Then out of nowhere, the game speeds up, everyone's moving twice as fast, and before you can react, you've already lost the ball or conceded. That moment alone is enough to make anyone lose it. That's why, before jumping into any PvP match, take a second to check your connection. That's your first checkpoint. And when the match is over, don't just rush into the next one. Take a moment to look at your network graph. It tells you everything about how stable your connection really was. If your network graph looks like this, it means your connection's solid. But if it looks like this, your connection's unstable. Expect delayed passes, mistimed tackles, and random freezes mid-match. Once your connection's stable, the next thing that decides how your attack flows is control. And nothing limits that more than Smart Assist. Smart Assist is an automated feature that steps in during gameplay, taking over your passes, shots, and small movements to make things easier. But the truth is, it ends up doing too much, and that takes away from your timing, your control, and your overall flow. Notice in this clip, I make a 360 turn, pass Forlin, and try to curl into the back of the net, but the ball goes completely in the opposite direction of what I intended. That's Smart Assist interfering, redefining what should have been a clean finesse shot. Sometimes, it even turns a normal shot into a stunning shot. But when you turn Smart Assist off, everything changes. Now you're the one in control. You'll notice how your gameplay starts to feel smoother, more natural, because it's based on your timing, not the game's adjustments. That's why Smart Assist should stay off. If you really want to improve fast, take full control. Trust your own timing, your own instinct, and your own rhythm. That's how you build confidence. Once you've got control, the next step is balance. And that starts with your formation. When attacking, using the right formation gives you the upper hand. It shapes how your players move, how they support you, and how your attack builds up. Formations like the 4-3-1-2, 4-2-2-2, and 5-2-1-2 keep your midfield connected and your attack flowing smoothly. But if your team play style doesn't align with it, your attack will always feel off balance. That's why it's important to use managers with the right attacking play style that fits your setup, whether it's quick counter or long ball counter. For quick counter, managers like Xabi Alonso, Stojkovic, and Frank Rijkaard are some of the best options. They keep your team compact, move the ball forward faster, and create that quick transition from defense to attack. You'll notice how your forwards start finding space effortlessly, and your attacks feel way more fluid. But if you prefer a more patient build-up from deep, Fabio Capello and Jose Mourinho are perfect for long ball counter systems. Once your formation and manager are in sync, everything starts to flow. Your passes connect better, your build-up feels smoother, and your attack finally has balance. But the real difference maker comes down to this: skills. When attacking, you need to be mindful of the kind of skills you use. Not every situation needs fancy dribbles. Master one move that gets you space to finish. Double touch. In tight spaces, every second matters. The double touch gives you that tiny burst of space, just enough to shoot, pass, or break a tackle. That's why timing matters. Trigger it too early, and you lose the ball. Too late, and the defender's already on you. But when you get it right, it changes the whole flow of your attack. Once your skills and timing are on point, the last piece comes down to strategy, knowing when to change the game. The super sub. These are players that frequently comes off the bench to make significant impact. They bring fresh energy, pace, and composure exactly when your team needs it most. Bringing on a super sub around a 60th or 70th minute can completely shift the momentum. When your opponent's defense is tired, that burst of energy can help you turn the game around or seal the win. Apply these tips, and you'll notice the difference. Smoother build-up, smarter attacks, and faster progress through divisions. Every small adjustment adds up, and soon, you'll start playing like the player you've always wanted to be. If this helped, drop a like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.